Millions of people tuned in to The Last Dance documentary, a 10-part docuseries detailing Michael Jordan's final season with the Chicago Bulls. However, for one Chicago native, it meant something a little bit more. The University of Indianapolis has officially announced its 10th president.
To introduce to you the 10th president of the University of Indianapolis, President-elect Dr. Tanuja Singh.
In a press conference Tuesday morning, students, faculty, and staff welcomed the newly elected president, replacing interim president Phil Terry. Vice Chair of the University of Indianapolis Board of Trustees, Deborah Daniels, says the university received over 100 applications and nominations for the position. However, she said Singh stood out from all the rest.
Dr. Singh stood out for her deep understanding of how academia, industry, and the larger community should work together to create positive outcomes and address the challenges facing both students and the higher education system in today's environment, as well as her proven ability to understand and respond effectively to both challenges and opportunities in her previous roles.
Singh's resume includes serving as the provost and senior vice president of academic affairs at Loyola University, dean of the School of Business at St. Mary's University, and a department chair of marketing at Northern Illinois University. Singh said she joined UIndy because of the university's commitment to developing students.
I also know one of the reasons I chose UIndy was that there is a sense of purpose. Yes, we want you to succeed. Yes, we want you to get great jobs. But most of all, we want our students to make a difference in the world they live in. We want them to be good citizens. We want them to ask bigger questions that the society is seeking answers for.
Dr. Singh will officially resume the role on July 1st, 2023. From Indianapolis for UND TV, I'm Giselle Valentin. Back to Good Morning Greyhounds. I'm your host, Giselle Valentin, and I'm joined alongside Louisa Macer. Louisa Macer is the Community Outreach and Fan Engagement Manager for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Macer is an immigrant from Mexico City and has led programs of service of creating a welcoming community here in Indianapolis. She spearheaded a naturalization ceremony at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where 33 people from around the world achieved their U.S. citizenship. In 2021, Macer was inducted to Indianapolis Business Journal's 20 in their 20s. She graduated from IUPUI with a Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies and a minor in Latino Studies. And she joins us here today. Hola, bienvenidos, welcome. Luisa, how are you doing today?
Good, excited to be here, Giselle. Thank you so much for having me.
It's such a huge honor interviewing you. I'm super excited. We have so much to talk about, from the Indy 500 to this naturalization ceremony, so much. But we're gonna start with your upbringing. As I mentioned earlier, you were born in Mexico City, and you and your family moved here when you were 5 years old. So kind of talk about the move and how it impacted you and your family. I'm standing live outside the Beech Tree apartment complex here in Beech Grove, where a woman was found shot multiple times. According to the Beech Grove Police Department, officers were called to the scene at 11:27 yesterday night. The woman was then transported from the scene in critical condition. Indy 11 and Keystone Group has officially announced plans for the new 11 Park. In this new development, there will be a 20,000-seat stadium, as well as a new office space for Indy 11, including 600 new apartments, retails, restaurants, and public plazas. From UIndy Swim and Dive to Tom Brady and LeBron James, we are joined by our sports anchor, Tim Matthew-Dykes. Tim, what's going on in the world of sports? All right, Tiana, did you watch the Grammys on Sunday night?
The Grammys are one thing that I will always be tuning into every year, so yeah, I did.
Same here. It was such a fun night, such a historic night, but here to recap the entire night is our very own entertainment anchor, Stephen Pagel. Stephen, give us all the latest details about Sunday. A search is underway in Arizona for a woman who went missing during a hike. Local residents have joined the Maricopa County authorities in looking for Kathleen Patterson. Holly Brock has the latest details. As the Patterson family continues to search for Kathleen, they ask if anyone has information on her disappearance to please come forward. Welcome back to UND TV. We are joined by our very own Kendall Pearson, who has today's entertainment update. And Kendall, you have something about my girl Jennifer Lopez. What's going on?
Forget roses. Nothing says love like Cracker Barrel. The restaurant chain is offering a Valentine's Day giveaway this year. 5 lucky couples have the chance to win free Cracker Barrel for a year. But here's the catch. To have a shot at the prize, each couple will need to get engaged at a Cracker Barrel location. Couples need to post a video of their Cracker Barrel proposal to Instagram between February 10th and 16th. The posts need to include the caption that explains why they decided to propose at the iconic restaurant, alongside with the hashtag I said yes at Cracker Barrel and hashtag contest. Candidates also need to follow the restaurant's official Instagram account. So here's to a Valentine's Day filled with mac and cheese, chicken and dumplings, and a ring.
In Fishers.
I swear Fishers, the home of IKEA. You can't go wrong with that.
Yes.
Do you go often? I'm really curious.
Yes, IKEA and then Portillo's. I mean,
Oh, Portillo's, because I'm from Chicago. We are home for
There you
Portillo's.
go.
It's the great spot. I love it. So do you
To Nickerson Hall, the UND Greyhounds are back here in Indianapolis, taking on the 15-6 Truman State Bulldogs. Hi everyone, Giselle Valentin joined alongside Maddie Fisher. We'll hear from our sideline reporter Leticia Vaselli in just one moment in our first ever all-female broadcast. Hello again, everyone. I'm Giselle Valentin. Alongside to my right today, giving their analysis, is Leticia Vaselli and Maddie Fisher. We'll hear down on the sidelines from Genesis Brown in just one moment. And back at the WICR studios is Frankie Cardenas, keeping us on the air in WICR's first all-female broadcast.
February 2nd and February 16th were 2 historic days for both UND-TV and WICR. For the first time in both entities' history, there was an all-female broadcast. The idea came about when a group of young women organized an all-female broadcast because of the realization of the strong female sports talent on campus. Ironically, after National Girls and Women in Sports Day, UND-TV accomplished something that has never been done before, proving women can be the future of sports media. But it didn't stop there. 2 weeks later, across the hallway from the UND-TV studios, WICR accomplished the same thing with another all-female crew. Junior communication major Maddie Fisher served as a color commentator for both games. She says the overall experience was incredible.
Part of something that's never been done before is an incredible feeling. And I've been doing all of the sports stuff since I was in high school. And when I used to call color in high school, people would call the station saying to take the effing girl off the air. That, I didn't know what I was talking about. So honestly, to be able to do it again and to do it in a historic sense just kind of was that kind of to the face, what? I did that. You had no bearing on my career at all.
According to Zippia, only 21% of people working in sports media are women, while 79% are men. Fisher hopes the 2 broadcasts can serve as a blueprint for the next generation of female sports broadcasters.
The problem is that a lot of people need someone to look up to, and there has to be an example for everyone to follow. My example was Erin Andrews, and I think that with myself and you being part of a broadcast like this where we're not just on the sideline, we're the ones calling the action, I think that we could potentially be that person who someone's like, okay, they're doing it. Maybe I should do it. So I think a lot of people, they need to see someone in the role in order to have the courage to do it. So hopefully we gave people the courage to go ahead and take up that space.
For UND-TV, I'm Giselle Valentin.